name is Felicia Heisterkamp, and I'm an interior designer for Woolpert. With the interactive hub, neighborhood hubs that kind of branch off into each of the classroom studios, what you have entering into that is kind of like little portals that enter into the neighborhoods. So naturally they're wayfinding. They have their designated colors, they have their designated animals, they have their designated signage. And for example here, we incorporated a Native American language onto the signage of that specific animal, so then also using the building as a teaching tool on top of that. Well, in the neighborhood hub, there's a pretty key component of flexibility, of expanding walls. That has to do with a lot of the operable glass partitions. So you have visibility of what's happening in each of the classrooms, but you can also open it up into the hub as if it's the fifth classroom. So you'll have the pairs on each side, a hub in the center. You can bring all the furniture in because majority of it is mobile or extremely light to move. You have a variety of furniture in terms of hard seating, soft seating, flexible seating, different types of tables that can either come together or break apart is very important for 21st century, because that way you can utilize the space in any configuration that you need. Small groups, large groups, it can all be accommodated within that neighborhood hub. DODEA also is a huge proponent of incorporating LEED into all of their schools, and so daylighting has to occur in all of the occupied spaces. For example, the neighborhood hubs, all of the classroom studios, the teacher planning or staff collaboration areas all have to have that natural glazing, and it's not just a tiny little window. It has to be a really good, decent portion. So that, not having solid walls on each of that actually helps expand that into the neighborhood hub. One of the big things about neighborhood hubs and kind of the expansion of heights of ceilings going up and having such an expanse of opening glass partitions is acoustics. It's always a concern. I mean, you think of 200 kids running around in one space and you just think chaos, and it's just loud. So you have to be able to control the sound. One of the first things that we do, obviously, we have acoustical ceiling tiles, and we also make sure that we have them at a kind of slanted degree to kind of increase the daylighting coming in, but it also helps kind of move the sound at the same respect. We like to incorporate acoustical baffles or any type of other kind of layered acoustical material to kind of help that dissipate as it goes up. There is actually toilets in each of the classroom studios attached to them for their respective students, classrooms, to have that ease of access for really young children. But it's always something that intrigues you when it comes through K through 12, because you know specifically who you're impacting. You have the flexibility to use color, which is very important and very fun. I know from firsthand experience, what it is to be one of those kids. So every time I get a K through 12 project, especially a DODEA one like West Point Elementary School, I'm constantly invested. I'm like, this has to be fun, it's gotta be bright, it's gotta be, open, and it's gotta be exciting. It has to be experiences on every corner that you go, because it's literally your biggest playground. And who doesn't want to design a playground?